In this section, we're going to talk about joint construction, how furniture is actually held together. So construction joints are at each point where two or three pieces meet. So different types of joinery that we look at for good construction, of course, are going to be tenon-style joints, corner joints, dovetail joints, dowel joints, and glued joints. So let's talk about each one of these individually. Mortise and tenon joint is one of the oldest methods of joinery that we know. It's been around since early Egyptian furnishings, before the advent of nails and glue and the type of joints. So quite literally, this is a mortise and tenon. Sometimes it's called a male-female joinery, obvious reasons. But we have a slot that's cut out in the mortise section, and the tenon slot has a peg that is cut out as one solid piece. These two join together and forms the most solid sort of joinery. We see this in higher end construction. Dowel joint is quite literally, we see these little pegs. These little pegs are called dowels. So these dowels are used in joining two pieces together. We see that there is little holes that's been drilled out in the two pieces that are to be joined. A lot of times glue is used with this as well, so the holes have glue filled to them. And then these little dowel pieces are put in between and gives it additional strength to the corners. Now, if you've ever done construction on those IKEA pieces or those all assembly required, you're probably familiar with these little pegs. Corner blocks is something that we look at in structure. If you've ever had that table or chair that when you lean on it or sit on it, it has that wiggle wobble effect to it, probably doesn't have these corner blocks. So what we're looking for in upper end furniture or high end furniture in good construction is we're going to look under the chairs and under the tables. So where this construction joins together, there is this piece that reinforces in this corner. And as you can see, this one is bolted in and screwed into the sides. So we get that nice alignment in the corners and the sides. Because what do we do with chairs and tables? We sit on them, we place things on them, we beat them up pretty much. So we always want to turn the chair over, get on your hands and knees, look under the furniture, look for this corner block. It's a sign of higher end construction. Dovetailing is something that we want to look for in high-end construction of furniture as well. This type of joinery, we look for it in the front and the sides of drawers. It's a little wedge shape where it's cut out, and actually you can see in this one with the difference of the colors, where quite literally the front half is smaller or wider than the back half. And the same with the other piece that joins it. So it's quite literally like putting puzzle pieces together. These little wedges, if you look at them, kind of resemble the tail of a dove, hence the name, dovetail. This is high-end quality furniture. We want to see the faces of the drawers and the sides of the drawer, the box drawer, put together with this dovetail. You'll see other types of joinery, but this is what we're looking for high quality. And while we're looking for quality in furniture, when you have this drawer open, look at the slide. How does it move in and out of the box, the casing? Is it on metal slides? Is it wood on wood joinery or slides that work this? Better quality furniture, you're going to have wood slides that this drawer moves back and forth on. And while you have that drawer open, run your hand around on the inside of it. Is it smooth? Is it finished? Think about taking a pair of hosiery and sliding it through that door. If that door is something that's going to snag them, well, the inside's not finished. We want to feel that inside to see if that's a finished product. That's another sign of a better quality piece. This construction, this is commonly a glued and stapled drawer. It's used in lower end furniture. So where the box is constructed for the drawer, and you can see here, it's stapled. So quite literally the drawer, the face of this is stapled on. We have a little butt joint here with the face in the back. and then it's running on metal glides. Wood is a living, breathing entity. It will expand and contract with humidity. When it's placed on these metal runners, it doesn't have anywhere to go, so it has a tendency to warp and crack. Now the face of this drawer, you can see it's just screwed on. So, and then there's little bumpers that hit the casing when it goes back. So when you're looking at the piece of furniture, it looks like the drawer is much bigger than it actually is, because this is the face, and then look how small the drawer is comparatively. This is also a lower end construction, because if you have really loaded this drawer down and it's got heavy weight in it, or if something has tilted and has got stuck, what do we tend to do? Grab the door and jerk on it and pull, force it open. So what do? We pull the face off. So again, not the best construction. It's a weak construction at best. So this is some of the things that we want to look for in the joinery and the construction of furnishings. Thank you.